I'm Nick Moore, and I'm here to introduce you today to two new HDBaseT transmitter and receiver sets. Now, these transmitter and receiver sets have some new technology in them that elevates them above the traditional HDBaseT technology. The key thing about both these sets is that they can pass a 4K 60 444 signal. Now, we do that by applying visually lossless compression technology to the incoming signal, and we'll talk more about that in a minute. The TP-583T and R use Class B technology, which for a 1080p signal without any compression has a typical range of 70 meters using the appropriate cable. And the TP-583Txr and RXR use Class A technology, which has a typical range at 1080p for 100 meters and 130 meters using Kramer's BC Unicat cable. So for the TP-583T and R with standard compression, we can send a 4K 60 444 and 4K 60 420 signal up to 40 meters and 4K 30 444 and 1080p up to 70 meters. With high compression selected, you can send all signals with resolutions up to 4K 60 444, the full 70 meters. With the extended range set, the TP-583Txr and TP-583RXR, and standard compression, you can send 4K 60 444, 4K 60 420 and 4K 30 444 up to 100 meters. Also with standard compression, we can send a full 1080p signal over 130 meters of our BC Unicat cable. Now, using the higher compression ratio, we can still send 4K 60 444 and 4K 60 420 up to 100 meters, but we can send 4K 30 444 up to 180 meters and 1080p up to 200 meters using appropriate cable, again such as Kramer's BC Unicat cable. It's important to emphasize that both of these sets of products are fully HDBaseT compliant. And that means that you can use them individually with existing HDBaseT products and they'll work in a fully compliant way. And to demonstrate that, we've got my laptop connected to a standard HDBaseT device, the DIP-20 in this case, going out over BC Unicat cable into the TP-583RXR. And we're coming out of the TP-583RXR over HDMI into the Panasonic display. So we're using the DIP-20 as an example of a Class A transmitter which has no compression whatsoever, connected and working functionally with the TP-583RXR, which of course does have compression available. Another important feature of both of these sets of products is their ability to handle a wider range of IR signals from 20 kHz right up to 100 kHz. But it's important to use Kramer's new grey coloured IR emitter and receiver cable sets. All four units feature a virtually identical front panel. There is an in indicator that tells you whether a source device is connected, an out indicator that says that the receiver is connected to an active receiving device, a link indicator that says that the transmitter and the receiver have an HDBaseT link established between them, and finally an on indicator that says power is present. Now let's have a look at the back of the transmitter units from each pair. You can see that they look identical, even though the functionality is slightly different. We have the HDBaseT output, the HDMI input, and the dip switches. Next, we have the bidirectional RS-232 port and IR port, which can be tunneled through the HDBaseT channel. And finally, the power connector, which is a 12-volt DC input. The receivers again look identical. We have the HDBaseT line input, HDMI output, dip switches, bidirectional RS-232 and IR, which have been tunneled over the HDBaseT channel, and the 12-volt DC line input. Now, because you've seen that both units have a 12-volt DC input, that means that both the transmitter and the receiver sets need to be powered locally. The innovative features of these products allow you to send signals of higher resolutions over longer distances than ever before. For more information on these products and the entire Kramer ecosystem of HD-based T products, please visit our website. Thank you for watching.